Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Joey again and Maria. You're watching Vegas D-Tech. Back at it again to give you another Lake Mead report. We're actually over here again at Lake Mead, but we decided to come down to the actual tunnels, and they just opened this thing up. Normally the tunnels is right above this mountain range right here on the right hand side of it. On the other side of that, it's going to be the Hoover Dam. On this side is going to be Lake Mead. And we normally have an access to walk through here via the tunnels, which is like a railroad tunnel system. And these gates are normally closed up until this point. And as you can see right here, they just barely opened it up. And no hiking from June to September. So we just managed to get in here just now. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a shot of what we're seeing, and it's really cool if you get a chance to come out here to Lake Mead. If you've never seen the railroad tunnels, they're tunnels that are bored through the actual mountains here. When they actually made I gotta quit saying actually, when they made Lake Mead, they needed to have these tunnels, and they bored through these mountains, and they ran the railroad system through it, and now you could just walk it, and you're going to be able to get a very, very nice perspective of the lake. And we're going to be bringing you on with us up through there. Man, I tell you folks, if you like doing some hiking and not having to come far away from town to do so, this is just really some beautiful hiking that you can come out and do for free. The toll gate to come into Lake Mead is just like right there. Okay, so you haven't even actually got into the Lake Mead system yet. You're outside of it, so you don't have to pay a fee to actually get in. And I'm gonna just give you a little bit of a pan around here. I love this. This was one of the reasons when I moved to Las Vegas, I loved it, because you could just actually come into your neighborhood, right, where you live, and come out to the lake not very far away and just enjoy this. You know, not touched by man, just the way it was supposed to be, preserved by nature. And it's just beautiful, and all kinds of little trails and walkways. You could bring your family out and enjoy. You've got the casino on the other side of this hill right here is a casino, and then you've got, of course, the marina sits right over here. Beautiful, right? Before you make it into the tunnel system, you're going to come to this first little spot, and it's going to explain to you the network of railroads that ran through where we're walking right now. And it specifically says that this is a segment of 30-mile trail in 1931 where the railroad ran through the mountains and brought all kinds of, you know, aggregate actually, concrete and so forth to bring supplies out to the dam. And this is basically showing you what it looked like back then. All right, folks, so before we actually get started and go any further with this, I'm going to go ahead and give you the Lake Mead water report. So it looks like as of 2 o'clock this afternoon, the lake water is 1,045.65 feet, and the current inflows are 1111 in and 9590 out. Okay, so I kind of want to give you those reports to let you know where we are. And you know, the thing that's peculiar about the flows is that for the past week or so, I've been noticing that the flows, according to the chart measurements, they've been actually holding back anywhere from between, you know, 30, 40 and up to 50% of the water they've been holding back. And that's contributed to the water staying where it's at, or actually climbing a little bit. But people have been commenting and noticing that the water has been climbing, but we've hit a threshold of the 1,045 and we've been staying within that number. And I've noticed that today, and going forward, it looks like that we're getting close to almost the same water in, same water out. So we're actually opening up that valve and letting more of this water out. So it's going to be interesting going forward here into the end of October into November to see if we still continue with that 1045 number, or is that number going to dip and come down as we're releasing more of the water going out. But I'll continue to bring these numbers up to you every time we make a report so we can actually see what's going down on a timely basis, okay? Anyways, back behind me here, guys, is going to be the Hoover Dam Lodge and Casino. You can access it through this path that goes up through here. And at the very top right over there, the casino is going to be sitting. There's a little bit of the rooftop right there. You can actually see it. If you wanted to, you could park in the parking lot at the lodge and come in through the gate and actually wind down this trail and meet down here. Or you could just park down here right where the toll booth is right over here to get into the lake. And there's a visitor center back this way. And the visitor center has a little parking slot area that you could park and come in through the front where the gates are. It's up to you. That way or this way, 2 ways in, and the marina right down here. So guys, I like this little gorge over here. I normally come up in here, Maria normally watches me as I try to push the canyons out like this. Like that. I don't know how that looks. Probably looks stupid. But yeah, this gorge right here is pretty cool. And then once we pop through this gorge, you're gonna get to see the lake and the marina in all of its splendor. All right, so now that we're actually coming through that path, Maria's gonna come down here and give you a shot of this venue, and you're gonna actually see the marina down below. And there you have it. All right, guys, so Maria is the lucky camera lady right now, and she's got the GoPro. I'm gonna go ahead and fire up this Canon, which I just wanted to show you guys what I use. It's just something that's, you know, point and shoot little camera, but it's the 40 times zoom. I really like this because when you power it on, that's all the zoom that there is. You could actually see how small and compact it is, and you could just take it and fold it back down and throw it in your pocket. I got a little wind muff right here so it doesn't make a whole bunch of noise as we're recording. And I'm gonna bring you in down here on a tight shot of the actual marina. So let's go ahead and do that. So here we are up on top, and here I'm gonna give you a shot of what, there you go. There's my lucky camera lady. And we're gonna bring you in here, and I'm gonna give you this nice little tight shot of the marina on this Canon. Not using any pods, no tripods or nothing, just bringing you in manually here. Trying not to shake it up. But yeah, there we go. I hear there's 1,400 boats out there. 1,400. And then here's Hemingway Harbor, where they're actually expanding the ramp down there. That's the new ramp going out to the water. So we should have an all new boat launch come out here for the rest of this year. Very nice. Imagine that, 1,400. That's like a whole city down there. 1,400 boats split between two marinas, all crammed in. Thank you, baby.
It's still recording.
Yeah, that's good. Maria's reminding me that it's still recording. All right, so another news update I wanted to give you guys is that California has finally agreed to actually participate in some of these water cuts. Because as you know, while all the other states are taking cuts, California has not taken any yet. Why? Because Arizona has agreed to carry its water debts due to some agreement that they've made with the Central Arizona Project. Arizona is taking on 21% water cuts, and Cali has taken on none. They've been mandated to take none. Now, water agencies in California have agreed, if you can believe this, to participate in conserving 400,000 acre feet of water per year throughout the year 2026. I mean, think about that. The entire water allotment for Nevada is 300,000 acre feet, and California says that they've agreed to cut back 400,000 acre feet for the next, what, 3 years, which is so kind of them. The only thing is, I question, they're not being mandated federally to do so. This is just something that they voluntarily said that they're going to do. So there's no real compliance of enforcing that they do so. They're just saying that they're going to try to do that for themselves. So we're coming into the very first entrance to tunnel number 1. I believe there's 5 of these tunnels, and this is the first one right here that we're about to bring you in. How you guys like that? Yeah, the railroads actually ran through these things, and you could just walk right through them. And we're up on the cliff right here, and directly down below is the marina. You're ready to go in?
Let's do this.
Let's go inside here. Tunnel number 1. It just shows you right here, digging the tunnels. 1931. Started making this thing right here, bringing all of this railroad trails. I guess there was railroad ties that ran all the way through here. Feel like Indiana Jones when I come through here. Coming through this looks like a cargo container here to keep these things from falling. Anything that can fall will fall onto the container and not onto you as you work your way here through the tunnel. And then we're back out onto the other side. There you are. Pretty nice, huh? And as you can see, a beautiful little shot of the marina. Now, what's really cool is normally Maria and I would, when we come out this way, we stop at Boulder City and we stop at the McDonald's and we actually get breakfast. And then we come over here and we sit over here at this bench, like right there. We just sit at the bench and we actually have our breakfast, and we just get to chill out here and just overlook the lake and the marina. Very nice indeed. All right guys, so I got one story that I want to tell you, and it's about you know, some of the drowning victims. Now, if you take a look around here, starting right about this point right there, okay, and stretching from here all the way down. First victim was found here, and then you had a couple down here by Boulder Beach where you had torsos down there, and then down by Swim Beach you had a couple more bodies down there. So I think a total of 5 bodies had been recovered out here at the lake. But the one that I wanted to discuss to you about was one, it was a gentleman by the name of Thomas Ernst. Now in 2002, Thomas Ernst was 42 years old. He used to bring his family out to Colville Bay. I brought you out to Colville Bay once before, and they would do some, you know, camping and so forth on their boats. And the Tommy Ernst Jr. was his son, and he was 10 years old at the time. And according to his reports that he gave, everybody was out on this boat out at Colville Bay, and his father decides to jump off the boat into dark water. Now let me tell you, guys, you got to be pretty brave to jump out into the lake. I mean, I'm no brave guy, but man, I get out there into the water, I can jump into a pool just fine because I know there's nothing down in there. I can clearly see to the bottom. But when it comes down to the ocean or into a lake, man, you know, it takes a lot for me to build up the courage to jump into it, let alone try to jump in pitch darkness, you know. But this is exactly what his father did. He jumped into the water, and he started splashing around, and the kid thought it was all of a prank and a joke, that his father was all splashing around saying, you know, help, help, help. And according to the kid, he said that, but after a while, something didn't seem right. His father was really splashing around, making some really bad sounds, and really screaming for help. And I just tend to wonder, like, was his father, you know, drunk or anything like this? What could have possibly happened that the guy just jumped off the boat? He didn't go out very far, but then shortly thereafter, what turned into a prank and fun turned into a serious situation. And sadly, Thomas Ernst Sr. ended up drowning. And that was back in 2002. And of the 5 bodies that were recovered out here at Lake Mead, his body was the only one that was positively identified by the coroners. And now Tommy Jr. lives in San Francisco. When he gave that rendition, and his the senior's sister said that they're happy that they were actually able to confirm and get his body, but they would like very much for his body to be returned back to Lake Mead, because I guess he said that it was his wish, which was really weird for me to hear, that if he ever were to pass, he would want his body to be cremated, and he want his body ashes spread out here at the lake. So that's what they're intending to do. But that whole story right there was really a crazy one, you know. Like I said, I don't have the courage to jump into this lake in the daytime, let alone play around and try to do it at night. You couldn't pay me enough money to do something like that. Alrighty guys, so as we're coming out of the actual trail right here, you're gonna actually see the Hoover Dam Resort and Casino just sitting right up here coming up through the cliffs. And like I was saying, if you don't actually want to come in through the lower parkway, which is down there, down that way, if you don't want to actually come through that way and park your car down there, it's an easier way for you to access it by coming up over here, and you could actually see the casino sitting right there. And there's an actual pathway right down here that you could just walk right up to your car. So it's kind of a quick way to the back entrance if you want to just get in here real quick and hit the trail. Alrighty guys, so that's all I have for you folks today. Thank you for tuning in with me and Maria. We decided to come out here to the actual tunnel walkway to do a report for you today, which is interesting because there's really nothing much going on that can be seen down from at the Marina level. But anyways, if you guys found this information beneficial, useful in any single way, give me a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, share this information with your friends, family, and colleagues. If they have any information or are interested in knowing anything about Lake Mead, and I will continue to make these reports, and I'll update you and get it out to you as soon as I can. So anyways, folks, this is Joey. You're watching Vegas D-Tech. Me and Maria, we're checking out today. See you later.